Hey y'all, this is Melissa. I'm doing a video for you today on the new Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Cannabis Sativa palette. So anyway, before you get all upset and say, oh my goodness, she's reviewing a pot palette. Let me tell you, there's a big difference between Cannabis Sativa, hemp, and pot. Okay, there's nothing in this palette that's going to get you high. It's got CBD oil in it, so there's nothing going to get you high. I would not recommend that in any way, shape, or form. But CBD oil I actually do recommend, because I'll tell you a really short little story here. I am actually on disability for hemiplegic type migraines. That's a rare type of migraine, manifests like a stroke, and it has very, very limited type of treatments that they can give you. I can't take the Imitrex or any kind of triptans or ergotamine, so no Imitrex, no Midrin, nothing like that. I can take some of the seizure medicines for it, or I can take narcotics. That's all they can give me. I've done every treatment in the book. I've done the Botox, I've done the nerve blocks in my neck, blah, 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 for the last 18 years. Nothing was helping. So my doctor recommended that I start to vape CBD oil. And when I did, I went from being in the hospital every 2 weeks for 4 hours worth of IVs to not having to go to the hospital for, it's been 3 years now, for anything, for nothing. So yes, I am a big fan of CBD oil. So when I saw this palette come out that has CBD oil actually in the makeup, I thought, yeah, I can get behind that and support it. So yeah, there's some people out there that are like, oh yay, pot, let's go get a pot palette. I am like, CBD. I support CBD oil. So that being said, the main reason I got this though was this is a beautiful green palette, and I was looking for a green palette. I was also looking for a palette to help maybe replace some of the colors that I'm missing out of my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. And I thought some of these down in here might meet that requirement. And what I found was that they do. And this runs only $15. So if you want to see how I got this look today and to hear my thoughts on this palette, I hope that you will stay tuned. I also hope that if you like this video that you will subscribe to my channel and drop this video a like and hit the subscribe bell or the notification bell and stay tuned. Okay, so I have my face prepped and ready for my eyes to be done. Got everything else on. So here is the outside of the palette. It's metal, and it's just the print. It's not anything reflective or anything on it, just the print. It's the Makeup Revolution London. Just says Revolution on it. Inside, you open it up, you've got your outer sheet there. You've got a nice big compact mirror right there. And that's what the inside there looks like. You have the little imprint of the Cannabis Sativa leaf on several of these. So I am going to start off here, and I'm going to start off using the, see if I can get this where I can see it here. It's a Real Techniques shader brush. I'm not sure what number, sorry. And I am going to go in, I'm going to start off using up here on my brow bone, this color right here, Exhale. So I'm just going to go in right there. That is a nice, this goes on really well. That is going on perfectly well. That's a nice brow bone shade. So I'll do that with both of my brow bones here. It's actually coming off almost pink rather than like a beige. It's kind of a beigey, a pinky beige almost. But yeah, I like that. All right. Sorry, reach over you. All right, next here, I want to use some of the green, but I also want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to start off with this color right here called Sativa in the V right here, and then I'm going to go over it with just a little bit of this green here called Mist. So we'll start off with that right here. See if I can get this around where you can see it, what I'm doing. Just going right underneath there. Do that on each side here. It doesn't seem, right now, at least, to have any significant fallout coming from it. So just looking at this, you know, I've been running low on some of my browns, so I think when I want just a nice brown, I think this will be a nice substitute. I'm just going to go through the crease just a little bit there, but the majority of that's going to be the green, I think. But I just want some in there to give it some depth. So you can see, just put just a little bit through there. Okay, now I'm going to go into the mist right there over top of that. And then in the center, I'm going to use this one called Candyland. It's this light green. Oh wow, this is a color I have been wanting forever. Okay, and then just to brighten up the corners and my inner right here, I'm going to use this one here called Acapulco. It's this kind of a gold color. Matter of fact, I'm going to put just a little bit of that right up here, right on the end of the brow bone, just right there, because that is really pretty. Wow, that is a nice gold. That is a really nice gold. Okay, so I am going to blend this out just a little bit with a blender here, because it is pretty dark here. I'm just going to tap it around those corners there. Do a little bit of blending right in here. Swipe it there. Same thing down here. Tap the corner there a little bit. Kind of diffuse some of that a little bit. Blend right in there a little bit. Alright. I'm going to take a little sponge here, and I'm going to get some of this fallout off of me. There's not a lot of fallout, but just a little bit. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little bit there. Alright. And I'm going to put on some eyeliner and mascara and be right back. So here's the final look. And I'll close my eyes so you can see here. And I'm very pleased with this palette. The fallout, you did see just that little bit get on my nose there, but that was very, very minimal. And everything, it's just a tiniest of a fine dusting right underneath of my eyes, but not much. And everything came off with just a dry little sponge, just right underneath, and that little bit just came right off. You know, didn't have to wash anything, so that came right off with that little sponge thing. And they went on very smooth, very creamy. And you know, you think about this green coming out right now, it's November. I think Christmas, this might be really nice look for Christmas. But yeah, it's the Revolution palette. And also the other thing that's really good for me is I was running short on some browns. Actually my Too Faced Natural Eyes, I have hit pan on a couple of those, and I was trying to find something to sort of replace it, but you know, I don't want to just buy the same palette again, because some of them are still good. So actually, when you look at this, the Exhale that turned out more of a pinkish brown. The Sativa, that brown is almost exactly like one of the browns in there. And then the gold, it's exact gold in there. This color Huff here, I think kind of matches, yeah, kind of matches one of the browns that's in there. So, and then of course some of these others are like the mattes that are in there, which I don't really use the mattes. You know, I'm a shimmer girl. But still, to have those colors that I needed, plus a whole pan of the greens, and then of course you have the glitter colors. You know, that's really nice too. So I think this is going to be a really good palette for me. And for $15, you really can't beat that, especially for as nicely as those went on. And it is a pretty palette. So I would definitely recommend that. And so if you're looking for something new and you really want a good green palette, this would be an excellent good green palette to pick up. As far as I'm concerned, anything that's got the CBD oil in it, that's a win in my book. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.